Okay, well, we've made it this far.
And we're done.
And we're done. In case you all hadn't noticed, the whole place looks like this up here.
There's about another mile to go, and we've decided because of the wind and the clouds coming in, we can see the crater from here, and we're going to call it good.
But you want to see how we got here? Hi everybody, Daniel and Victoria here.
Hi.
And we're going to talk a little bit about our assault on Mount Saint Helens.
It wasn't quite an assault.
Okay, our attempt on Mount Saint Helens. We had it planned to get to the trailhead early in the morning.
Didn't quite work out.
We got there about an hour after we had planned to, so we had about 8 o'clock start. We started up, the first mile and a half was
A leaky bladder. Yes, the bladder in my backpack failed, and I was wet.
yes.
Yeah. Fixed that, then headed on out of the tree line.
The sign of things to come, though. And we picked the one morning, I think, in the entire month of August. That
Maybe
was
not the only, but it was one of the worst mornings.
completely cloud covered.
We could not see from marker to marker on the trail. Had no idea if we were going the right direction most of the time.
When we broke out of the tree line,
It was beautiful. Miles of boulders and fog.
and lots of fog,
And lots of boulders.
we could find, the trail is marked with posts, and so we could find the posts that we were standing next to,
And eventually the next one.
and part of the trail headed toward the next one, or at least what appeared to be trail. So we followed footprints in the fog, over boulders, in the fog,
Which you were warned about the boulders.
over the next boulders.
You thought it would be easy. You were
Yes,
warned. You
yes.
were warned about the boulders.
So let me publicly state, you were right, I was wrong, I'm sorry.
Okay. He thought it would be a walk in the park.
It's supposed to be a trail.
It's not.
It wasn't a trail. It was boulders with sand and ash in between, and then more boulders. And in the fog, it was
Wet.
cold.
It wasn't that cold.
It was wet, and it was difficult to see where we were going. So we were actually going right up the ridge, and we continued on until, for another what? 4 miles? The boulders?
About that.
And
Met up with some great people.
scenery definitely has changed a bit at this point. And if I'm reading this right, trail goes right up there. Wish I could do this with the camera on, but I don't think so. And
Met up with some great people.
yeah, met a lot of great people on the way. Some coming down, some deciding to stop where they were and tell us exactly what they thought of this type of climbing, and some that were passing us like we were standing still,
And others who just couldn't take another step. If you're not afraid of heights and bridges don't bother you, it's totally, we've done it a couple times. So very worth it. All right, I don't know if I put it in your backpack or mine. All right, see you at the top.
So we did proceed until we got to the top of the clouds and we could actually see where we were. And at that point we could see that we were still about a mile from the summit
And exhausted, and wet, and tired.
boulders and ash in between us. So I think it was the English explorer that stated when he failed to make it to the South Pole, he had a choice between catastrophic success or epic failure.
We chose epic failure.
Yeah.
We were tired, cranky, and decided we were not going on. It was late in the day. Water had ran out of my pack, and we decided to turn around.
We had scrambled over enough rocks that we knew we had the energy to get back.
Barely.
But we weren't sure we had the energy to make it to the summit and then get back. And
But yeah, the clouds are so good.
And so we will make another attempt at this.
And we will be better prepared. You will believe me next time.
I do.
I won't have to throw my poles.
Yeah, hiking poles and Victoria
I hate them.
don't mix well. We did discover on the way back down, as it cleared a little bit, that there was a much easier way of going up that mountain.
There is a better path. We couldn't see it, so we took a more strenuous path, and we exerted most of our energy and resources.
So we will do it again.
All in all, we survived. Our marriage survived, and we'll give it another shot.
I'm going to have to cut that part out
Why?
because I can't hardly see the camera.
Where's my drink? Cut that out.